Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I was wanting to share a thrift haul with you guys today. Sorry if I'm a little stuffy sounding. I do have a tiny bit of a cold. So my name is Taylor. I am a vintage reseller. I'm just going to start off with one of the first things we have here. So we have this absolutely precious little horse. So this guy was made in Japan. He is clay. I don't know if he's actually terracotta. He doesn't really have that red. Some of these are, that's why I say that, but I think he is just some kind of clay. I just thought he was so stubby and cute, absolutely beautiful on a little bookshelf or if you collect Japanese type things. But he's just so organic. I love the clay. He's so cute. So I have that guy. I also have this beautiful vase. So you can get vases like this. Some of them are made in Italy, some are made in Brazil. This one specifically is from Japan also. I just love the colors on this. They're very toned down and earthy, but still very bold, which is something I tend to lean for, more earthy type colors, if you can't tell. Not to say I don't like colorful stuff, I do. A lot of different kinds of things pop out to me, but I just thought this was so cute. The colors, the bird, the flowers. This one is not marked, but I have seen them for sale before, and this one specifically is from Japan. I do have a few other pottery things, not as much. Today I mostly have small kind of knick-knack decor items. Let's see, let's move on to this guy. I love him. He is so funky and cute. So he's very mid-century. This is not Murano. So Murano is an Italian glass artist, and he is known for creating cats like this, but is very much Murano inspired. He does do these like funky little faces, and this kind of style and coloring. So it's definitely styled after him. Very mid-century. I wish you could catch it in the light, like in the sunlight. It has yellow that kind of shoots through it in different shades of orange. It is so beautiful. Very cute in any mid-century home. Oh, I love him. I have a bit of brass today. Let's pick up one of those items. So these are very cool. This is a brass Indian claw bell. And from what I understand, they're called camel bells a lot too. They're either for livestock or used spiritually in temples and things like that. But this one has this gorgeous red, I don't know if it's like enamel or paint with these etched flowers, and the sound. It makes such a beautiful sound. When I'm looking at it, it even has something etched into some of these claws. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like there's something purposefully etched in here. It's hard to see on camera in these areas. Gorgeous though. Right, let's move on to this guy. I'm also in love with him. I mean, come on, look. He would look so good on my shelf. So this is a metal horse. This is likely from earlier, like 1940s. You don't really see this like beautiful golden yellow paint anymore. This was either decorative, it could have also been a metal toy from that time, but he has such a beautiful patina. Like for me, the chip paint and everything just adds to that vintage look. Very cute, whether you have Western decor, you get more of that derby style, or even just a vintage, you want a bit of a vintage look. I just love pieces like this. I just think they add such character and depth to a room. A room should have things that you want to look at that look like you want to know more about and that do have stories behind them. I think that's one of the best things about vintage items or antique items. All right, and then another thing that everybody needs on their mantle or anywhere, 2 gorgeous brass candlesticks. Love these guys. So with my brass, I don't normally polish. Like I'll wash them up, or if they look, I don't know, dirty, I'll give them a slight wash. But when it comes to brass that I sell in my shop, I don't shine it or anything before sale just because I find that it's kind of 50-50 on people's style preference. Some people like shiny brass, some people like the more patinaed look, so I just leave that up to you because it's such an easy thing to do. But yeah, for me it kind of depends on the piece. Some pieces I do like with a little more luster, and some pieces I love the patina on. And for me, I think with candlesticks, I kind of like that nice warm gold tone. It's more the patina. Okay, more brass. Here we go. This adorable little brass elephant. Is he not precious? Obviously, everybody loves brass. Everyone loves little brass animals. These are easy sellers, and I just think, I mean, why not? I want to keep them all. Everyone wants a brass collection. So that's that little guy. Let's move on to this. So this is a vintage Japanese teapot. So there are a couple different kinds. I'm not an expert on these, but from what I understand, this one, I might butcher the name, but I believe it's a Tetsu Kyusu, which is not for boiling water. So there's a difference. Some are for boiling water. This one is specifically for steeping tea because it does not have any steam holes on it, which would generally be in ones where you are boiling water in them. It has, I believe, an enamel coating on the inside, but I just think these are so cute on a little bookshelf. It's got this great texture. Oh, and it's very heavy. So these are solid cast iron. So they're very solid little pieces. They're just such a cool decor piece, in my opinion. Okay, so if you're into all the, I don't know, whether it's brass or knickknacks, or you like all those tiny little decor pieces, everybody loves these. So we have a little, what some people call a trinket shelf, a cubby shelf. This one, for me personally, would be very cute in a nursery or a child's room or classroom, because clearly it is designed after Noah's Ark. Put some little animal toys in there. This is the roof. This one has a little bit of wear on the back, which is honestly to be expected, but it doesn't affect the function at all. It's got little hangers, such a precious little piece. And it's such a warm wood, like I love it. All right, oh, I forgot I had some pictures over here. So I do have a lot of art I have to get posted on my Etsy. This is a few pieces. I only have a few listed right now. I might have one or two things here that are not up yet, but most of the things I have should be up by the end of the week. But let's start with some of these. So one of my favorite things is finding any original art. Vintage original art is so much more attainable, and everyone wants an original piece in their house. And these are often signed. Some of them lean, for me, like some of these are a little Bob Ross-esque, but I just find them so charming. And they really fit in that rustic, vintage decor in a gallery wall, layered with other pictures. I just find them so beautiful. And this one has such warm brown tones in it. This one is signed. It's very hard to see. This guy was very subtle. He used black down here in the corner on top of the dark brown. So it's there, but he was like trying to stay humble, you know. This is the back. Most of these are usually ready to hang. Oh, I just love this. And I love the warm wood frames they all come in. Some of them can be framed a little funky, so I love when we find ones that are just like, have this gorgeous frame. So that's that guy. I have a floral one that I picked up recently that, oh, they are done so beautifully. It's like roses. I will show you that one in another video soon, but let's do this one as well. So the colors in this are so fun and it's so warm. Again, kind of leaning Bob Ross, but also just so precious. This one is a very simple frame. Little sailboat, isn't he so cute? Oh, I just think this is precious. Love these. All right, let's switch back over here. So I have a couple more studio pottery pieces. So these I would consider little tumblers or vases. These ones are marked on the bottom. Ooh, where's this one? They are marked. And it looks like they have little carved leaf etching in these. I love the little drip. I love these organic shapes. They're very, you can tell, they're kind of dented and have very organic shape to them. Beautiful glaze. I love the insides of these. Sometimes, you know, the insides are either the same as the outside or slightly ignored. I just think what they did in here is so cool. It almost goes into like a green swirl, and this one is like the same soft orangey pink that's on the outside. They come off a little, I think, more contrasted. Well, maybe not in some areas on the video. They're ever so slightly lighter in person. I love any pottery, stone pottery. They add such cute touches to rooms. I think pottery is very popular right now. Let's see. Let's go back to some brass. I love this piece. I think it is so unique. So this is a brass bowl with this little chubby little girl. She's sitting on top and she's holding what seems to be a basket of flowers. So this, the fun part, is actually an incense holder. So she has, if you can see, little holes in the top of her head that I believe you stick the incense probably into the holes, or you can put something else. Yeah, no, I believe that's how it works. And then there's also holes in the bottom to allow it to vent. It is marked. This is from Japan. You can see that on there. I just think this is so precious, such a unique little piece. Ah, little lid, so cute. So this piece, I have somewhat of I've taken a liking to this. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's so interesting to me. I love that it's like a ceramic, but it's like a wall plaque, or it hangs on the wall decor, if you will. She's like a precious little ballerina. It's painted with just the most charming, warm little colors. I love the pinks. Like, again, a little girl's room, a little girl's nursery. Ah, how cute is this? I can't. So it is also signed here. It says 1951 J.J. Kenny Co. I don't know what that is. I tried looking it up. I cannot find anything on that company or person that made this, but I find her so beautiful. Some of these things I just want to keep, but I'm in the business of reselling, not hoarding all these items. But I would keep her if I could. If I had a little sweet baby still that had a nursery, I would probably keep her. Let's go with this other brass piece. Look how gorgeous. This little letter opener. Solid brass horse. I love these pieces. Horses are just, they sell so well, and I mean, why not? They go in so many different, styles, and they're just such a classic design. Oh, imagine that on an executive desk. Are you kidding? Such a great piece. I love this. Again, I want to keep it, but no, Taylor, not going to keep this. I only have a couple items left. Let's move to, actually, that's not true. I keep forgetting about all my pictures over here. Let's go back over there because a couple of these I think are kind of unique and cool. So this piece, oop, you're going to see my light in here. This one's always hard to show because it is reflective. So this is a copper plate etched photo or print. I think you might call it a print, but so it is a copper plate that's etched on top of. It is by R.H. Polensky. So he is known for doing these. And this came from a set, I believe, called Rocky Mountain Big Game. I think it is so cool. I love the frame it's in. So this side is open because this is where you slide the photo in. But it is just, they have it framed in this beautifully matted gold frame. It is a stand-up frame, so you can lean it up. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you the way this shifts in the light. It's like a piece of jewelry on a shelf. Like, I love that the subject is like nature. They're not actively hunting these deer. These men are fishing. If you can see, there's a fish out here. These deer are just like bounding through the trees. It has such a cool shift in person. I honestly, I love it so much. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it is. It's very sleek and modern, but it has that touch of like rustic with the deer. It's a very transitional piece in my opinion. Like you can put this in a vintage space to really balance out that vintage modern aesthetic. Look beautiful in an office. I can't. I love this. Wow. So pretty. It didn't picture very well on my Etsy because it is. It's hard to capture the shift this has, but down here in the corner it says, "Let's go." So cute. I love it. A lot of these pieces I do find at either Goodwill, other thrift stores. A lot of my best pieces I probably found at estate sales and some garage sales. I went to some pretty good garage sales. I'll have to show you some more pieces in my next video. I found some great art and prints that I love. This, I believe I got at an antique mall. Another thing I'm in love with that is very hard to picture and show on camera. So this is very like Art Deco. It's called reverse painted glass tinsel. So what they do is they paint directly on the glass, the reverse image. So they're going to paint the parrot, and then they inlay foil for the colors. So the back is solid black, and this parrot pictured here in the branch is it's almost luminous. It has such a reflect to it, and it has texture. It's like tiny little bubbles. It's so beautiful in person. And it is signed on the back. I love this part. Made by Joe, and I cannot really read his last name. I think it says Balkalazek. Anyway, this was made it's dated 1934. The way these are made, they can be quite fragile. So the fact that this is in such good condition and it's from 1934 is amazing. The only piece that has chipped or lifted, because I feel like that's what they tend to do, is just ever so slightly up in that corner. But aside from that, it is perfect. I love him so much. It's such a beautiful like Art Deco piece. It would be gorgeous in any room. Oh, look at him. So gorgeous. Let's see. Next piece, we'll do these mid-century, like they're a metal floral wall hanging pieces. These are made in Hong Kong. So you can tell they're very Asian inspired. I believe this is probably a cherry blossom, maybe a lotus hanging together. They are black and gold. Oh, they're so beautiful. Hang them like that. Woo! Like this. They're very cool. I love how 3D and sculptural they are. Anything that leans kind of sculptural, 3D, I love. All right, last painting for today. This one is not framed, but again, it is gorgeous. The colors they have in this are so warm. Oh, I think it is so precious. It could be, you could frame it, but you could also just leave it, lean it up against a little gallery shelf or wall or on a bookshelf. It's so cute. And it is signed. I really try to pick up signed pieces. It's just so cool. Okay, so this is a piece that I do not have listed yet. I have to get a decent picture of it. I think this is so cool. This is a metal, very sculptural piece. So this is not marked, but it is very clearly inspired by Gere, who is a mid-century artist who is known for this metalwork and large metalwork sculptures, often including these cattails and birds and things. It does not pick up great on camera, but it has very like orangey, brown, reddish tones. This hanging on a wall, it's very beautiful. So it is like a very tin metal, so this is quite malleable. So if you want that bird's wings to be a little further down, or you want to fluff these pieces out a little bit, they're quite easy. to manipulate. And it does have, it's ready to hang. It has a little hanger piece included right there. I think this is so cool. I wish I could show you this against, maybe I can, my dark wall. The way this brass pops off the wall, it really is gorgeous. These can go for quite a bit of money. This is one that I kind of would like to keep, but I'm not going to because it doesn't really fit the style I have in this room right now. It's very hard to choose a style, is it not? I love items from so many different styles, and it's hard to choose one for your home, especially when you have a job like this, because so many things I think are so cool and I want to keep, and it's like, where am I going to put that? Stop. Okay, a couple more pieces. Let's go back to brass. How gorgeous is this? So whimsical for a piece of brass. I mean, the unicorns. I've seen some larger ones. I'd really like to get my hands on a larger one. How cool is that? I love this. It's got a little platform. Ah, so gorgeous. I didn't know they made such whimsical brass creatures. So this is a mid-century paperweight. So this is like red marble. So gorgeous with a brass stem. I think this is such a cool piece for an office. You could even give this little teacher gift. It's perfect. It's quite heavy, obviously, because it's a paperweight, but I just think it is so cool. I love stone pieces like this. I love the fruit. How cool is that? So cute. Last but not least, I have this gorgeous piece of pottery. I'm nervous to wrap this up for somebody. I'm going to have to wrap this thing like Fort Knox because I do not want it to break. But this is a very large, obviously lidded piece of pottery. The glaze on this is so beautiful. The colors. I don't know if they pick up the same on camera, but they are so earthy. It looks like an acorn. I would call this probably like a cookie jar or something. That's about what the size is, but look at the lid. It has this bubbled texture, which again, just the most beautiful glaze on it. I can't. It is large. For how big it is, it's like got some weight, but you can tell this is very well done because when it comes to pottery, lighter pieces are basically show how good of a potter someone is, right? Because it's hard to manage a large piece and get it thin and light without breaking it. So for how big this is, it's honestly not bad. So this is the inside. I have tried looking up comps for this. I've used comps based on other pottery this size and similar glaze, but I mean the detail on this I couldn't even find. I've only found one other of these pots on the internet, and I like the colors of mine more. One other man found one in an estate sale from someone that was a pottery enthusiast, I guess. So I found this at the thrift store, and it was way tucked down on a bottom shelf, and I saw it and I was like, stop me dead in my tracks. Like, that is a gorgeous piece. Oh, let's see if I can zoom her in here. I don't want to break it. So gorgeous. It's not marked or anything either, which is so upsetting. I want to know where this came from. It is so beautiful. Anyway, all right. I think that is all my pieces for today. If you want to see more thrifts, I plan on doing some like out in the wild videos where you can go thrifting with me. I'm going to post probably a couple more videos, maybe a video this week. I'm going to try to do maybe 1 to 2 videos a week just starting out. So if you want to shop any of these items, you can check out my Etsy. It's Brass Bull Vintage. If you see anything you loved here, go check out my Etsy. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.